Team, welcome back to the channel, man. As always, I'm stoked and pumped up to see you. So, man, I have been inundated with questions about the whole story of what was going on and what I shared on TikTok and in the short video I posted the other day. So, that would take a few minutes to help unpack this a little bit, right? So, a couple thoughts and observations. I don't know much about TikTok. I'm still trying to get the ins and outs. I think the only thing I know how to do is post a video. I mean, obviously, I learned how to stitch a video, so I guess there's that. But you know, I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. But I do know that if you visit somebody's page, you can scroll up or down to watch other videos. And in particular, this particular case, when you stitch somebody, that individual is tagged in my post, and so if you visit their page and scroll up or down, you can watch other videos. Because in TikTok, you know, you don't get the long answer, you don't get the long story, you get the short story. So as much as I or you or anybody else would love to see a 5-minute video to help put things in context, that's just not how TikTok works. Like, sorry, I don't make this up. You get 1 to 3 minutes. And so when you do get into this, you'll see that individuals shared a couple other videos. And what you would see ultimately is a junior soldier repeatedly saying that he's just trying to move, just trying to back up. And the guy who's trying to share some thoughts about this after the fact basically explains to us that this private had walked out of a building without his blouse or without his jacket, without his coat on. And this individual who ended up going bananas on him had told him, hey, man, put your stuff on. So the guy complied. He put on his jacket and allegedly was talking to his battle buddy, another service member. And this individual who ended up going irate felt that he was talking about him and being disrespected, and then that is when he went off. So what we have here ultimately, obviously, is one side of a story. We don't know the whole story. And again, you know, at the end of the day, team, I said it in the video, and this chewed on a lot of people, right? When I said, I don't care what the backstory is. And I do care. Like, I would love to see and be able to address that. But what I really cared about was somebody completely losing their bearing. Now, look, team, check this out now. I'm gonna get this out there. I have been known to lose my bearing in the past. I am all for corrective training. I'm all for tough and realistic training. I'm all for putting boot to, if you can finish the last of that, let me know down in the comments. You don't have to finish it down in the comments below, but let me know what you know, what the rest of the story is, right? Putting boot to... I'm all for using our volume, using our intensity to get the story across, to get the point across, to get the message through. And had something even if something similar had been said in a training environment, certainly in a deployed environment, where maybe on a range, right, where life is on the line, I could have seen it a little bit more acceptable, right? Does that make sense? But this was none of these things. This is in some type of garrison environment. It seems to be an AIT location, right? By somebody who's not serving as an NCO at the time, not in uniform, berating a service member. That's where I was speaking into. No matter what led to this moment, there's this moment in time that's not right. Because, see, the truth is, friends, that even in a different environment, even if it was a tactical environment, even if it was something else that was going on, maybe we were at a range. When I start using corrosive language directed to a person, I'm in the wrong. I can use corrosive language about my cup. In fact, it even tells you, right? If I look at my cup, if I talk about my cup and I say, has anybody seen my cup? That's one thing. This is an inanimate object, right? Does that make sense? This is, regardless of how woke you are, this is not a male cup. This is not a female cup. This is not, has no gender. It is not a them, a they, or nothing. It is a freaking cup. Bottom line in the story. I can't hurt the cup's feelings. I may hurt somebody's feelings by using abrasive language, but it is not abusive to my cup. My cup doesn't care. My cup can take it all and then give me more. But the moment I turn that language to another person, I'm in the wrong, regardless of the scenario or the situation. And that was my point. And so it's inundated with a plethora, right? It's another one of our favorite words, a plethora of comments. Some of which about, top man, you should care about the backstory. Others like, dude, you're a weak, woke leader, all kinds of crazy, nice comments. This one fellow left some words, and were really kind of corrosive towards me personally, which I'm a big boy, right? I can take that. But then I go and click on the fellow's picture to get to his profile, and it's all about his faith and his family. And I just can't help but think, this is what this video actually comes back to, right? It is so easy in today's age to say whatever we want online. There's no repercussions, right? You can leave a comment down below. You can go to my TikTok. You can do whatever you want and say the craziest, hurtful, untrue, whatever things in the world, and nobody's ever going to be held accountable, right? Just like it is so easy to yell at a private, to make that private demonstrate some discipline. To hold the private accountable is so easy. I see it all the time, even with our especially all of our junior soldiers, right? Who gets the vast majority of Article 15s and negative counsel and event-oriented counselings? The specialist and below. Meanwhile, they see some of their NCOs show up late and nothing happens. Team, we can do better than this. We should all be held to the same standard. And if I'm not going to talk to you in a certain way in front of my wife or my kids, then I'm not going to talk to you that way at all for the most part, right? And my wife and kids aren't going to come out to the field environment. So if they were there, then how I talk to you is how I would talk to you, right? Because sometimes we just need a little boot to arse. Team, I think we can do better than this. I think we can do better. And when I say I think we can do better, I mean that you and I can do better each and every single day to live the soldier's creed. we can do better to live the creed of the non-commissioned officer. These are our creeds, man. This is what we're supposed to be measured by and with, and what we use to measure, right? And the first person that needs to be measured is you. It's I, right? That first person, right? Measure yourself. That's the first principle of leadership. Know yourself and seek self-improvement. So when we get in this environment in life where all we want are nice things being said to us and about us, and I can't stand any form of correction, then I'm going to miss the mark. Each and every single time, I'm going to miss the mark of knowing myself and seeking self-improvement. I need people who can speak into my life, who can give me correction, who can say, dude, you said this, but that was wrong. Or I saw you do that, and it was wrong. I need people who can check my ego, who can help me check my pride. Because I don't want to live selfishly. I don't want to make what I do all about myself. I want to be authentic in my approach, and I want my values to be embodied. I want them to be evident. I'm going to miss the mark, and I do. But I'm thankful that I have folks who can speak into my life, both my family as well as people I work with and around. Team, I'm deeply looking forward. And look, man, when folks start speaking negative about you, right? Like TikTok, man, that's a wild, wild west. Right? You can find the craziest things on TikTok, things that nobody would ever share on any other platform. And when you open yourself up to posting, you're going to open yourself up to rude and abrasive things. Same thing here on my channels. I get some really insane things that are said. And it's okay. Like, I'm going to continue to put myself out there because I don't mind so much because I hear feedback that is positive in nature, that way outweighs. So it's all good. Again, I can do this. You can do this. We can do this. Team, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below about anything that we talked about. We will keep this conversation rolling. As always, man, you keep grinding and you stay stoked.